live? Are we live? Are we live? There we go, Monday morning. Monday morning, folks. Don't you just love the start of a new week? I do. I'm quite pumped, as the Americans would say. When a new week starts, I'm super excited. I've got lots of exciting plans, work-wise. And guitar-wise, I can't believe I managed 5 days of lessons last week. 5 days of practice in a row, and I even practiced at the weekend. I played some other songs for fun. But now we're back at the Fred Noad book, and let's see where this week can take us. So I'm going to start by playing the last exercise that we finished with last week, which was exercise 26 on page 23. Now we're getting to the stage where there's a bit more of a challenge, even for me, with these pieces. And what I've found is, having just done a little practice before I switched the camera on, one of the things that I've never done, that I did mention last week in one of the lessons, is naming the notes as you play them. And I'm going to start doing that more, because I still can't name them instantly. I still have to go through that cognitive process, sometimes of using a mnemonic. Every good boy deserves, right? That's a D. I shouldn't be having to do that. I should be instantly recognising the notes and knowing exactly where they are on the fingerboard. So, as I've explained, I think in lesson 1 when I talked about my Aunt Jean, my next door neighbour, who I used to take my music to from my accordion classes and have her play the pieces through for me on the piano so I could get the music in my head. And the same thing happens here. Once I have stumbled my way through the notes and got the melody in my head, I kind of stop reading what the notes are. And although I'm still looking at them, I'm not actually naming them in my head. And so the next time they come up, when I get to a new piece, I've got to go through that. What's the name of that note again? I want to get to the stage where I'm instantly recognising the notes as soon as I look at them, just like you do when you're reading your native language in a book or in a magazine or on the web or whatever. You recognise words instantly without having to go through each of the letters and figure out what they are. And that's going to get more complex once we start to get to chords, because then you're going to have to start recognising multiple notes. And I'm not sure whether you start to recognise how the chords look as a whole, rather than as a collection of individual notes. We'll see when we get to that. So, with that in mind, I'm going to start off with exercise 26, which was the last exercise we played on Friday. And once I've played it through once, I'm going to play it again and I'm going to name the notes. And you'll hear how my fluidity starts to stumble a little bit as I do that. Which means it's a useful exercise, I think, and one that you would be advised to follow as well, I think. So here we go, exercise 26. So we're in 4/4 time, and we finish with a note that we haven't learned yet, which is the A, which is the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Right, so here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right, now I'll do it naming the notes and see how we get on. So it starts on an A. It's 3 E's. I need to move this a little bit closer actually. Right. A, E, 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 D, F, 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 E. very stumbly, wasn't it? So that means that I need to do that more until it becomes absolutely solid. We'll do it one more time, then we'll move on. So A, E, E, D, F, 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 E, B, B, D, A, C, 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 D, F, G, F, E, A, F, E, D, E, C, B, A. Seems to be the D that's causing me to have to pause the longest. I'll just point that out. So let's move on. This is our first new exercise of the week. We're on page 26 of our book 1. And I'm going to play through to exercise 30. So 4/4 time. And yeah, it doesn't look too challenging. So I'll play it through without naming the notes, and then I'll have a go at naming the notes. Since this is a live practice session primarily, rather than a lesson, that was my whole purpose of doing this. So we'll do the same thing again with exercise 27 on page 26 of the book. 4/4 time, so we are starting with a G. That wasn't right. Starting to get a bit more melodious now. We're getting more notes. So let's do a bit of naming. So starting on the G. G, E, F, D, E, C, D, G, C, C, F, E, D, C, E, D, F, E, G, F, E, C, D, B, C. So you'll see I slowed down a bit there because there's a bit more brain activity going on until I can get these notes instantly recognisable. So let's do that one again, and we'll do it without naming the notes this time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, exercise 28, let's just march on. So this again, 4/4 time, starts on a G. So we are top strings only, and it's 4/4, 2, 3, 4. Messed up a bit there because I couldn't see the notes because of this little metal piece on my music stand that's holding the page down. That's the thing with books rather than ring bound songbooks, is that they don't stay open on your music stand. Right, let's do that one again. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to name the notes this time and see how I get on. 2, 3, 4. G, C, C, D, E, G, D, F, E, D, C, G, G, C, C, D, E, G, D, F, E, D, C, D, 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 E, F, D, G, G, F, E, D, G, C, C, D, E, G, 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 B, no, G, G, B, D, C. It's starting to get a little easier now. A lot of D's in that one, which is good because it's helping to consolidate the old brain activity. Next one is exercise 29, which is a short one. 2, 3, 4. It doesn't finish on the A. I just threw that in there. Finishes on the C. Let's do that one again. No. Start again. There. I'll do that one again. Now you might remember last week I mentioned one of the rules that I've had since I was in Luxembourg working through Steve Kaufman's acoustic book. 20 tunes every parking lot picker should know. I was actually cramming because I was going to Steve Kaufman's acoustic camp in Tennessee. This was in 2005. And in order to prepare for that, I bought his book, which has 20 fiddle tunes basically. These are called fiddle tunes that are kind of standards in the bluegrass repertoire. And so I sat for weeks with this book going through the beginner versions of all 20 tunes, and one of the rules that I set for myself was that I wouldn't move on until I'd been able to play the tune 3 times without making a mistake. And that led to a lot of frustration, shall we say. But it paid off. And then I got to Kaufman Camp and I knew the tunes, which was fantastic, but I knew them at beginner speed. So I couldn't join in many of the jams unless they slowed down for me, which, you know, sometimes they did. That was the amazing thing about Kaufman Camp, is that there were beginners right through to advanced, and you could find your group, you could find your level, and you could play together. And then you would get advanced people joining in the jams and slowing down to your level but giving you pointers as you jammed. It was the most amazing experience, it really was. Anyway, with that in mind, I'm going to do this one more time and make sure I'm ready to move on. So here we go. I'm not ready to move on, am I? Made it 3 times. What normally happens is you do 2, then you mess up the third, and then the frustration starts to build. So it's a good time to chill. Right, we're going to finish with this one today. This is exercise 30, and we're playing in 3/4 time. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not quite. And let's name the notes, starting on the E. E, E, G, E, D, E, D, C, G, G, C, E, G, E, C, D, E, D, G, G, E, C, D, E, F, D, C, G. That's not G. That's G, G, C, E, F, D, C, B, G, F, S, E. Not quite, I'll do that again. E, E, G, E, D, E, D, C, G, G, C, E, G, E, C, D, E, D, G, G, E, C, D, E, F, B. That's not a B, that's a D, C, B, G, G, C, E, F, D, C, B, G, F, E. I'll do that one more time, then we'll finish up for today. E, E, G, E, D, E, D, C, G, G, C, E, G, E, C, D, E, D, G, G, E, C, D, E, F, D, C, B, G, G, C, E, F, B, C, D, C, B, G, F, already I'm being challenged quite a lot actually, both with fluidity of melody and with naming the notes as I play them, so this is really a worthwhile exercise. I'm having fun doing it, and I hope that you're getting some value out of playing along with me. As I said before, if you want to do that, if you want to practice properly with me, you can get yourself the book. I've put a link in my description to my affiliate link on Amazon, so you can get the book directly from there. It comes with a CD, which I haven't installed yet onto my iTunes. I should do that so that I can listen back. CDs, eh? It's so 20th century. So yeah, that's me for the morning. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.